Our mind is the control tower of our life. Whatever happens in our life starts right here. All of our decisions are there. And the truth is, whatever we are today is the result of what we've been thinking about all those years. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you don't like what's going on around you, maybe you should ask yourself the question, what am I thinking about? What do I think about myself? What do I think about other people? Because what we think about is really what controls us. For example, our relationship to God, our relationship to each other, our sense of direction in life, whatever we accomplish, our failures in life, all of that is a result of the way we think. And oftentimes we forget that this is a control tower, that everything else is a result of how we think, controlling our thoughts, because this controls everything.
What you created was not an accident. It was an activation of your conscious wishes, desires, and aspirations. You already did create heaven on earth. The issue is what happened to it, and I said, the interference from the subconscious mind. If you understand the programming and how that programming is the default behavior, and you understand how you can rewrite that programming, then you're given an opportunity to eliminate the negative programs in your subconscious that have been sabotaging you, and instead replace them with behaviors that correspond with your wishes and desires. And when you do that, so that your conscious mind and your subconscious mind have the same program, then guess what? At that moment, whether you're paying attention or whether you're not paying attention, you'll be engaged in the honeymoon experience. It never has to go away. The honeymoon is an experience that you could have your whole life. This is why we were here. We were here to create heaven on earth. The one time you did it is when you fell in love. It could have stayed that way if you understood the mechanisms we have described here. But when you do understand the mechanisms, it says you can go back and recreate that and make it a permanent way of life. You were born into heaven. You've experienced it once or more, and you can do it again and again and again, because that's how powerful you are. You are a creator, and you are in heaven. When you use your creation, you will manifest heaven every day in your life and enjoy the beauty of a living experience on this wonderful planet.
Nothing can be achieved until first it's believed. You have to believe it to see it. Sometimes the easiest way to get what you want is to just start. To just take that first step. You can do and be anything that you want, no matter what. No matter what you've been told and conditioned to think growing up. Start from today to believe that you can.
I want you to realize for the rest of your life, you have a job. And your job is to make sure that when that default network kicks back up and you start to murmur that you're too old, you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, that is a moment where you have got to do a mindset reset. This isn't the voice of God talking to me. This is some programming that's set on default. I don't have to live my life, and I don't have to have a future where I constantly say things that are negative to myself. This is the most miraculous thing that I've ever heard. But the point is that if you don't get deliberate, you will be stuck with the default mode of thinking.
So your personality, literally, Ed, is made up of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. And how you think, how you act, and how you feel is your personality, and your personality is intimately connected to your personal reality, your life. So then if you want to change your life, your personal reality, you got to change your personality. And here we go again. You got to start becoming conscious of your unconscious thoughts. You got to start noticing how you act, how you speak. You got to pay attention to how you're feeling. Some people would live in guilt their whole entire life and don't even know it's guilt because at least it feels like them. So then when you start doing that, you begin to objectify your subjective self. So then when you begin to make small changes, back to thought, a new thought should lead to a new choice. A new choice should lead to a new behavior. A new behavior should create a new experience, and a new experience should create a new emotion. Yes. And that new emotion is teaching your body chemically to understand what your mind has intellectually understood. Now your body is embodying the truth.
Your expectations largely determine the quality of your life in this sense, is that whatever you expect with confidence becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. In other words, you are always telling your future by the way you talk about how you think things are going to turn out. You are like a fortune teller in your own life. And if you believe that things are going to turn out well, if you expect them to turn out well, then by gum they do. If you believe that you're going to be popular and that people are going to buy and that you have a great product and a great company and you're going to have a great life and you're going to be accepted and well received by people, and then you act that way. So it's very, very important that you always expect the best. And this is the key, expect the best.
To be able to place our attention on what it is that we would like to create for ourselves in our lives. To literally have the power to know that if I think about it and I keep it there and I keep that picture firm within me, that there is an energy, a source, a capacity within me that is in the universe and that is also in me. And that I can use this energy, that I can manage it. There are many ways to get the things that we want for ourselves in our lives. But basically, it all begins with how we choose to think. As you think, so shall you be. 7 little words that I think are perhaps the most important things that we can learn and master in our lives. This old proverb notion that I become what I think about all day long.
The term mental strength refers to the internal power that drives you to complete a particular action, task, or goal. If you're an athlete, it may involve sports and summoning up the energy to finish that last stretch across the finish line. Business acquaintances usually call on their mental strength to close the final deal or complete a business presentation with rave reviews, focusing on receiving immediate orders. Individually, it is described as an inner strength that allows you to persevere, making it through life's challenges and hurdles. We each have the need to activate our own mental strength. It's an internal force which triggers your body to perform beyond normal expectations. It's your inner voice that says you are capable and you can successfully confront the opposition, whether it's physical or emotional. Mental strength is your body's response to a condition or circumstance, causing your body to reply as needed. Your mental strength can create a new level of physical and emotional endurance based on the situation. It also helps you to develop individually, calling on your own mental strength to support you through physical encounters and emotional hardships that you may have to face throughout your lives. Mental strength is essential to building your own personal character based on your own unique experiences. As you go through each day, you depend on a certain amount of physical and emotional strength. It's this ability to activate and call on our mental strength that ensures we start and finish each day, no matter how difficult. It's what brings us back to the starting point to begin another day and face the ordeals that are imposed by the world and ourselves. It's the same voice that listens when you have fallen and allows us to sulk rather than agonize over what you failed to accomplish. Our mental strength allows you to accept your weaknesses and focus on turning them into strengths. It gives you the ability to make a decision to move forward with the aptitude to make noticeable differences within your environment and yourself. Mental strength builds your self-reliance in making decisions based on your inner awareness, while at the same time increasing your physical and emotional health. When you are feeling healthy and confident, you actually improve your own mental strength, building your level of competence and strengthening your body's ability to confront and deal with life's next adventure or challenge. This process becomes an asset, and we learn to use it as a valuable resource, taking advantage of our own ability when we are in need of inspiration. Our own motivation and resourcefulness encourage us to believe and gather the courage and strength to accomplish our goals and maintain this newfound practice of reliance and certainty. As we continue to develop our mental strength, we begin to understand how capable we are of achieving and completing our goals or tasks, whether it's simply getting through each day or attaining new levels of success. Mental strength gives you the ability to deal with demanding situations, empowering yourself with the trust and belief that you can confront your risks and deal resourcefully. It creates your willpower to finish the race, the self-discipline to maintain a diet and exercise routine for your own well-being. It acknowledges that you are not perfect, but you can become stronger and face the endeavors no matter how tough they appear in the beginning. Mental strength confirms your need to know your own limits and how far you can push past those boundaries to create new ones. It's what gives you the ability to dream and focus on what needs to be done, generating the energy both physically and emotionally to sustain. It produces the inner strength to move past adversity and disadvantages that have held you back before. You can improve and reinforce your mental strength each day, ensuring that each time you call for help, your brain instantly activates your body's response. You need to challenge yourself slowly over time so that your body automatically enables your brain to consider the existing response or execute a newly planned reaction to realize a successful solution. Once you become conscious of your mental strength, you'll begin to develop a habit that consistently improves the results and the outcome. At some point, your mental strength becomes stronger and faster through practice, exercise, and repeat functions. Your concentration improves, as does your memory from past experiences, taking the good conclusions and building endurance for the future, while remembering the less successful results and replacing them with proven achievements. How do you make the most of your mental strength? Challenge yourself each day. Promise to consider an alternative to old habits that didn't work and implement new ones that do work. You need to listen carefully to your brain and believe that your body will respond because it's already been proven that you can endure to face the challenges within your life. Take your disappointments as a new challenge. Keep your brain active by focusing on one thing at a time before you move on to the next challenge to ensure the desired results. Maintain a healthy balance of thought no matter what you encounter by simply engaging your mental strength every day of your life. A big part of life is not so much what happens to us, but how we respond to it. Having negative attitudes and behavior will lead us to having a negative life. Having ups and downs is a regular part of life, and while depression is a very real condition, you do not always have to act depressed. Having a positive attitude about life and events can make living more enjoyable for yourself and the people around you. If you want to easily improve your life, having a positive mindset makes that possible. Being positive is more than just an idea. It is a way of life that should be practiced multiple times every day. Laugh. Whoever said that laughter is the best medicine had the right idea. Laughing, even when a situation is not particularly funny, is a great way to improve your outlook on a situation. Laughing will also improve your mood and possibly the mood of those around you. If you are faced with an unfortunate situation that makes you want to cry, try laughing instead. You may look crazy, but you will also feel better. Smile. Along the same lines of laughter, smiling is also a positive way to express oneself. Smiling makes you look more attractive and more approachable. In uncomfortable situations where you do not know anyone, most of the time a smile will be all that is needed to break the ice. When you appear to be in a positive mood, positive people will be drawn to you. A smile is a great way to convey the message that you are feeling positive and happy about life. Even if you do not feel that way, smiling often enough will help to change your mindset in a gradual way. Think positive thoughts. Thinking positive thoughts is the surest way to become a more positive person. If you are judgmental of yourself or others, it can bring you down in a negative way. You owe it to yourself to be a kind voice inside of your head. Positive thoughts will also become positive words. This also works the other way around. For example, if you're always thinking negative thoughts, then it is likely that you will be negative in conversations with other people. However, if you are always thinking positive, then you will be bringing positive vibes into conversations. Hang out with positive people. If you keep constant company with people who are always negative, then it is likely that you will become negative yourself. The best way to avoid this is to hang around people who you respect and who you would not mind picking up habits from. Positive people usually hang out with others who are positive, so if you would like to hang out with other positive people, then you should also have that same attitude. Take care of yourself. Eating a healthy diet, not smoking, and not drinking heavily can have positive effects on your mood and mindset. When you take time to do what is best for your body, you will start to feel better about yourself. Feeling better about yourself will make you a more confident and positive person. Encouraging others to do the same is a great way to build a positive community with like-minded individuals. Relax. Taking time to focus on yourself and relax is a great way to get centered and refocus on your purpose in life. We all have tough days, however. If you take a few moments to meditate, the positive things in your life will begin to come into focus. Life is stressful, and it is important to find some moments every day or evening to let go of the stress. Doing yoga, listening to relaxing music, or practicing another hobby is also a great way to bring some positive thoughts into your mind in a productive way. Love your family. Your family is with you no matter what. Taking some time to appreciate them and show your love to them is one of the most positive things that you can do for them and yourself.